Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another weekly vlog. How is everybody? Thank you for coming back and watching another one. If you are new here, then welcome. Welcome to the madhouse. I've just edited last week's vlog, so this weekend has been a bit chaotic, and it's now Monday, the 3rd of February. So yeah, this weekend just gone has been a little bit crazy. You last saw me in the last vlog on Friday, which I think I was wearing the same top. Can't remember. It has been washed. This is my favourite. I absolutely love this rocket tee. I am planning possibly on making another one this year at some point. But yeah, so I'm going to explain what's happened over the weekend. So we went Slimming World on Saturday, and Ian did win the Greatest Loser award, which is just amazing. And he got his 10.5 stone award this week, which again is absolutely amazing. I'm so proud of him, and yeah, it's changed his life. It really has. He's just such a different person now, and not in himself, but in what he can do and stuff, if that makes sense. So we did that, and then I had the boys on Saturday. So Casey was going out for Mike's sister's birthday. They were going to a restaurant. And I said, oh, I'll have the boys, that's fine. And then last week when they came, they wanted to stay the night. So Casey asked them, and they said, yeah, they want to stay, they want to stay. So I had them from, I can't really remember what time that we got back here. About lunchtime-ish, because I did them lunch on Saturday. And then we come back here and we just chilled. Ian was, where was Ian? Ian went to the garage for a little while. Oh, that's it, he had to fix his wing mirrors. His wing mirrors weren't going in and out. So he went there, and then he came home and obviously spent time with us. We had dinner, and the boys stayed. They stayed the night. Mikey got a little bit, I want to go home, I'm scared, once we got into bed. So Ian slept on the sofa, and me and the boys slept in the bed. And oh my goodness, you don't realise how much space two little people take up. I was literally on the edge of the bed all night. I had the worst sleep ever. But it was nice because I was getting cuddles as well, so that was nice. Yeah, so that was Saturday night. And then Sunday, obviously, they were still here. We went out for something to eat yesterday with Casey and Mike and the boys. So I've had hardly any time to even pick up the camera. I've had a bit of time to craft, but with the boys here, Mikey don't really want to be on camera anymore. He's like, no, I don't want to be filmed, which I will respect that. Ollie doesn't really care, but then we wasn't really doing anything that was that interesting. We were playing Roblox, we was watching some telly, we were playing just different bits and pieces. So that was yesterday. We got in yesterday, I think it was about 7 last night. And then I did some knitting, and I'm going to show you what I've been knitting because I'm quite pleased with progress on the sea glass tee. Now, you would have seen it last, and it would have not had the ribbon at the bottom, and it would have had the grey neckline. I then decided to change that up a little bit. So I have now decided to use one of the colours I got, or I was using on my slip extravaganza. And I have put a bright pink ribbon on the bottom. I've also put an I-cord round the sleeve in the bright pink, and also I've taken the neck out, the grey, and I have done a bright pink neck. So I did put this on. If I've still got the pictures, I will insert them here. I put it on and the neck was doing exactly the same as the Alpine Bloom. Now, it was just concaving up like a turtleneck. I've come to the conclusion that round necked tees are not for me. They're not for my body shape. Now, well, this is totally different because obviously it's V-neck and whatever, but it's got the shape in here that brings it sort of square. And I think now, since I've lost weight, I have very square shoulders, where before I did they were a bit rounder. So yeah, let me show you this. So it is flipping, as you can see. It is just an I-cord, so I just literally took the grey out. I didn't add any shaping. There was some short row shaping. I just took all that out, and I just put an I-cord on. I did try this on last night, and it's not going up so much, but it is still quite a funny shape on me, and I'm hoping blocking is going to lay everything flat, because I don't know if you can see the bottom is flipping up as well. And even trying this on, the back is sitting like a peplum when I was putting it on. So I'm hoping that once I've put this on, once I have blocked it, or at least washed it, everything will relax and I'll be able to pin it out and it will be a lot better. I am on the second sleeve, so this is the first sleeve, and I did say that I wanted to make the sleeve a little bit longer than this. Well, I was getting a bit fed up with it, to be honest. So I've done 10 rows of sleeve, and then I've put the I-cord on. So I've just got another 5 rows to go of this side, and then do the I-cord, and then it's finished. So I know this is cheating, but my knitting, my rules. I am going to do this today. I am going to roll the dice and pick a project, but I am going to finish this today. There is no point putting this back in the cupboard for it to sit there for God knows how many more weeks when I have just got 5 rounds of a sleeve and the I-cord to do. I've weaved in most of my ends. I think I've weaved in all of them actually, so other than obviously where I'm working on this sleeve. I absolutely love this project. I really love it. The sleeve is a little bit difficult because I'm on a long cape. It's one of the shortest cables I've got. And as you can see, I'm struggling getting the stitches round a bit, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. So yeah, another 5 rounds to go and this will be done. And I cannot wait to get it done and washed and blocked and let all the stitches relax and try it on again and to see how it will fit. So you will see this again. The reason I went for this bright pink, I had this bright pink and then I had the lighter pink from my Slip Stravaganza as well, and I put both in my friends chat group, and there was mixed reviews on what ones to go for. More people did go for the light pink, but I went onto Ravelry and I saw a project that had this bright pink ribbon all round. I was like, oh, I'm going for the bright pink. I just have to. It makes it more me, I think. So yeah, that is going to be finished this week. I know that's a little bit cheating, but there's no point putting it back in the cupboard for that. There really isn't. On it must have been Friday, I went to Hobbycraft and I picked up a frame for my cross stitch. So I still need to wash this, which I'm actually going to do today actually. So this is the frame that I got for this cross stitch. Excuse me. I've got the heater on, so if the light's a bit funny. Yeah, so this will go in here. I did get some foam board as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap this around the foam board. So I got this is a deep box frame. They had shadow box frames as well, but I don't think that's really what I wanted. I got it in the wood effect. I could probably take it out of the packaging because I thought, well, if my mum or dad wants to stain it or paint it, it will be better it just being natural than it being white, because they had white ones. So yeah, it's just the wooden, and I didn't realise how big this actually was until I was looking at frames and I was like, oh, that frame's massive. But I think it will make it look nice. Anyway, I'm gonna wash and rinse this to get the circles out of it and any marks and stuff. I'm going to be really careful with how all this is happening. I'm going to try and use the Eucalan, because it's delicate, it's for delicates, and it is just literally, I just need to soak it to get the hoop marks out, and I don't think it's dirty or anything. Yeah, so that's that. Then the next thing, I was working on my mortar cross stitch when I last showed you, and now I have majority of this blue down here done, and I need to, like you can see this different colour blue, I need to come up here with it next, so that will get done at some point. Yeah, I am going to roll the dice today to see what project it pulls for cross stitch as well. Now I've got 4, I think, on that list. One of them is the sunflower that I haven't started yet. One is the skull that I haven't started. I think the poppy might even be on there, which it shouldn't really, because no, that's the wrong one, because I've done that. Oh no, right, so I have got 4 on my whip list. So I've got the skull, sunflower, and the coffee sampler. No, there's starts. Hold on. I'm on the wrong list. Anyway, shall we go again? I feel like I'm a million miles away. So, on my whip list for cross stitch, I've got the mortar cross stitch, the skull, the sunflower, and the 4th one is new, which means I can pick something else out of my little list or little collection, and then I'll pick that from. It might even be the sunflower I start, it might be the skull that I start, but it's just something that yeah, I want to start. Anyway, right, shall we roll the dice? Where is my iPad? It is right here. I'm going to roll the dice, and then that iPad is dead. The boys were playing with it the other day. Right, I'm going to charge my iPad. I'm going to come back, and this has been turned off, because normally it would say the battery is dead. I've got 9%. I don't know why it's turned off. I got 9%, but that will be enough to roll the dice. So I've got a 12-sided dice and a 4-sided dice. Are we ready? 10, 4. So number 10 is my venomous cowl, which, yep, I'm excited to get that out. And 4 is new. So I'm going to have a look at my cross stitch collection to see what I want to start, what is enticing me the most. Yeah, I'm excited for those whips. Now, like I said last week, my parents are over this week, so today, tomorrow and Wednesday daytime I'll have probably a bit of crafty time, but then at the end of the week that will just probably not be much. So it may be a case of me showing you what I can today, tomorrow and maybe Wednesday, and then coming on Friday and saying like this is what I've got up to and stuff. I don't know if I'm going to vlog much while I'm out and about. I have found that these vlogs are more just, it's like a vloggy podcast. I don't know if you enjoy me vlogging while I'm out and about. I will always vlog at a holiday because it's nice to look back on for myself and stuff, or days out, and I don't know, I just feel like the last few months I haven't really vlogged day in the life stuff. It's all been crafty and crafty weekly vlog and stuff. But let me know if you enjoy that sort of thing. Let me know, as well as life stuff, like craft and life stuff. I don't know, it depends on how I feel at the time and whatnot, so we'll see. Okay, I'm going to tidy up. I'm going to rinse that, finish that, and I'll come back with the venomous cowl. There's not much to see at the moment. It's just all striped pink and grey. And I'm going to do myself some lunch because I'm hungry. I say lunch, it's more breakfast. It's 11:30. And like I said, I am editing last week's vlog. I was going to do it at the weekend, but the weekend just went away with me. It was just like, wow, this is crazy. But I enjoyed every second of it, and it's nice that they're still at the age where I can still snuggle them, and yeah, I just know they're going to get to the age where they're not going to want to be snuggled or whatever, and they're going to be like, no. Anyway, right, I'm going to go and I will catch you up a little bit later with some progress, hopefully on stuff. What that stuff is, I don't know. It may even be tomorrow. We shall see. So I decided to pull out the projects before I finish the sea glass tea, because that's not going to take long. So the venomous cowl, I don't have a picture. If I remember, I'll put a picture on the screen. Now I'm knitting this with some yarn that Mandy gifted me just before Christmas, and the Never Ending Cone. So this is from Woolly Knit. It's just an acrylic cone, 4-ply, and like I said, I haven't got much. I'm not even in the round yet, so I'll have to check where I am in my pattern and stuff. I think I've got this maybe on Knit Companion or handwritten in my book. I'm not sure, one of the two. I really love the way that these two colours are knitting up. I love a bit of pink and grey together. So that is this week's project, and I'm looking forward to that. Now I did pull out a cross stitch project. I've decided to pull it out and start the skull because I have been banging on about this for so long. I don't think I have got a picture of it again, but most of the colours are kitted up, other than the real DMC. So I did order the fabric and the, oh, I might have a picture here. I do have a picture. Here is the picture. It is finished on a pillow, so I don't know how well, not very well. It is finished off on a pillow. It is from one of the, I nearly said knitting magazines, the cross stitch magazines. And I've got my fabric, which is 25 count, which I've just ordered what it asked for. So it's Lugana, 25 count Lugana. It might be that I don't know the name of it. I'm not that clued up on material just yet. But the material that I bought is huge. So I am either thinking of putting it in a Q-snap. So what I should have done was taken that Malta one out of the Q-snap. Anyway, I've got some hoops that I can use. So this is done, I'm sure it said, cross stitch over 2 threads using 2 strands of floss, so 2 over 2 this is. I've never used 25 count before. I've never used anything other than Aida, so this is going to be interesting, very interesting. I have got the pattern already uploaded onto Markup RXP. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to getting this started. I do want to actually put a note probably on this bag of the material that I'm using, because that way I'm not, this piece is quite small. Is there a size on it? So it says a 14 by 16 inch piece of material. It doesn't say how, design size is 10 by 7 inch, so it's quite a small piece. I've got quite a large piece of material, but then I can always put this into my little stash. Like I said, I've got most of the colours already done. I just need to wind up the true DMC. So none of these are true DMC, they're what I've colour matched. So I need to put a note of the ones that I've actually bought, and I'm going to do that on my iPad. I might put that in a folder somewhere. I don't know. I'm going to think about that. So yeah, this is kitted up, ready to go. The material I got from Lakeside Needlecraft. So yeah, I'm not going to do that right now. I am going to, I'm just uploading the vlog. It's got 7 minutes left. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting this started. And I did say last week that I wanted to do the sunflower on the printed canvas. I might actually take that away with me because it's small. I could probably do it in hand because the material is quite stiff. I do have a very small Q-snap that I could take with me if it would fit into that. So that might be something that I actually take away. Yeah, we'll see. This is a bag from Temu. It's quite a handy sized bag actually, because these little boxes fit in there quite nicely and I can just zip it up. Yeah, so that is pretty much that. I'm looking forward to getting that started actually. It's going to be quite confetti heavy, I think. I say not confetti, but like there's lots of colours in it, but there's not lots of blocks of colour. It's like a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here, so it's like a bit here, there and everywhere. So yeah, right, I'm gonna get this done. I'm watching Sharon from the Knitting Project. I'm gonna carry on with my sleeve, get that finished and get that blocked, and hopefully I have just rinsed the poppy cross stitch and I've just hung that up to dry. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting a little more done on stuff. So I'm pleased to say I have a finished sea glass tee. No, it's not washed and blocked yet. I've just literally cast off the sleeve. So yeah, I'm really pleased with it so far. I love the actual knitting of the item, and I love the way that the yarns have come out, and yeah, it's just a bit different for me. It's not normally something that I would particularly go for, but I'm looking forward to getting this in a state where it can be worn, because at the minute everything is just rolling, but it is finished, and I really enjoyed the knitting. I don't think I would knit this again. I know I said last week, oh, I want to make like thinking of making another one in a fade and stuff. I probably wouldn't use this pattern just because of the round yoke. I don't think it really works for my body. I'm going to try this on obviously once it's finished and see how it fits. And I think the other thing for me as well is the round yoke, where it doesn't, I just find that if I lift my arm up, everything comes up with a round yoke, like even my jumpers that I've got, and the jumpers are not as bad. So I do want to knit another Whitmore and another Love Note, and they're all round yokes, but I think with jumpers it's a little bit different. I don't know, but yeah, I am going to block this. It does stretch a lot for 1x1 colour work, or whatever you want to call it. It does stretch hell of a lot, so I'm really pleased it's not tight and horrible. The neck is got a good, I can easily get this over my head, so that's fine. So yeah, that is what I'm going to do now, and get it pinned out onto the bed, I think, and hopefully get this dry. What I'm going to do is I will soak this, and then if it's not quite dry by later, obviously it's double thickness because you've got the floats on the inside, I might just get the hairdryer on it and see if I can dry it off as much as I can. But I'm so pleased with this. Now I need to tidy up the chaos that is around me, because I've got this bag out, I've got the other bags out, I've got this bag that I need to sort out. Does anyone else hate destructing a project that's finished? Like emptying the project bag, putting the needles away. I don't know, I just hate doing it. And all I have got in here, to be honest, is this bag of yarn, which I might just put straight into the box in the bedroom. Some needle stops, or a cable stop, and a stitch marker, so not too bad. I need to also, oh, I'm dropping more stitch markers on the floor. I need to find the little case that I had my what are these, barber cords. I don't know what I did with that, because I've got the actual thing here. I don't know. Anyway, that didn't take long because that is now empty, that bag. And I've put my little new bag charm on this bag, but I'm going to change it and put it on the other bag now. Because I really like it. It's really cute. And I did colour in the little flowers as well. I don't think it will fit on this bag. So this is the bag that's got my venomous cowl in. And there's nothing on here for me to put the tag on, because the zip is quite small. So I might just put it on this bag for now. This has got a bigger pull string. It's also got it's got like that pull string as well. So anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling on. Who said this one was gonna be short? Last week's was a bit shorter. But I need to tidy up this chaos before Ian gets home. There's just stuff everywhere. That was the top of my head. I do apologise. I'm going to go and I will catch you up later. Hello, good morning. It's Tuesday and I say good morning. It's not good morning. I've been chatting with some friends today and that's been really, really lovely. And I have been very productive today. Well, I feel like I've been very productive. So I had an order that I needed to get out. So I've done some lasering this morning. I've also done something else. I have, not very well, but I have framed my poppy cross stitch. Sorry about the glare, it's just a normal frame. And I have put it on the foam board. I have laced the back and I have put it in this frame. Now this is a box frame, but it is touching the glass. And the reason I wanted the box frame is because I wanted to use the foam board to sandwich it in. So I needed the depth, basically. It's not perfect. You may see some imperfections. This is the first time I have ever framed something like this, and laced and everything. And you would have known that I didn't have much material to work with. It was very, very minimal material I was working with. It's not square, as in the sense that it's square in here, but I think I've got it pretty central either side, and I think that it looks really pretty. I'm so happy with it, and I can't wait to give this to my mum and dad tomorrow, as they will be here tomorrow. So that's one thing that I've done. And then because I was chatting and stuff, I didn't want to work on the Venomous Cow because that is at a part where I'm doing the colour work. So I'll show you that. So I did quite a bit of this yesterday. I got the stripes completed and I got into this bit down here. I think I'm just under halfway of doing this bit here. So yeah, and then there's like spiders around the bottom. My edging is different. I don't know what I did to make it so wrong, but it said to slip, but then there was a note in the pattern to say not to slip the first stitch, and obviously I disregarded that and it went a bit wrong. And then I thought to myself, well, at the end of the day, this is going to be tucked in, or like this is going to be round my neck more than anything. Now, the problem that I've had with cows by Tellybean Knits before is that they're not very stretchy here. Again, this is not the biggest circumference, but I'm hoping it does go over my head. I did try it. It does go over my head, as you can see, and I'm hoping that it will look okay. So I do have a Halloween cowl, and I didn't do the Christmas one, but I picked out this one instead to do. So we'll see how that goes. And I didn't want to work on that this morning because it's colour work. I have to count my stitches and just be mindful of what I'm doing. So my friend Sue was online this morning, and well, before she was online, I was saying that I should just give my Alpine Bloom to Sue so she can fix the neckline for me. And literally 5 minutes later, Sue came on. She was like, you can do it, you can do it. So my Alpine Bloom is here, and it's lived on the back of my chair for a while because I needed to rip the neck out because it was just not sitting right on me, and I've mentioned this before. My sea glass tee is still drying. I have tried it on and the neck is a lot better being an I-cord bind off. So I ripped out the neck on my Alpine Bloom. I'm just trying to see. So I ripped out the neck and did an I-cord, and it is a lot better. It fits a lot better. And it's more like a rolled neck. It is rolling over, I must admit, a little bit. But because it's an I-cord, it's like a rolled neck anyway, so I'm not really that bothered. I'm just, yeah, I love it again. And it feels like it comes a bit lower on my body as well now. It feels a bit longer where it's not so restricted. So the neck is quite wide, which doesn't bother me at all. But yeah, I am super happy with this now. I'm glad that it's done. It's been sitting on the back of my chair for too long for me to do this, and I was really scared to cut into it. And I was sitting there with the needle to pick up the stitches, the scissors in the other hand, and I was just like, I haven't done it yet. I haven't done it yet. I've still not done it. I was really nervous, but I don't think I've dropped any stitches. I did go round and really carefully look at what I was doing and stuff. Yeah, so it's quite a stretchy bind off. It's not majorly tight. It definitely goes over my head, so that's a good thing. But oh, this colour work, I just didn't want to ruin the tea by taking that neck off and ruining the whole thing, because this colour work is just, I love it so much. Anyway, that is my repair on my Alpine Bloom. So I absolutely love it, and I am about to go to the post office and go over to Tesco. Ian's been Tesco but forgot the juice that he was originally going for, and then had to go back to the yard because something on his iPad didn't send off properly. So he's going back to the yard. I'm going to run over the road and get bits or get the juice, send the parcel, and yeah, that's pretty much what's happened today. I have got members Zoom tonight, which is at 8 o'clock. So we're having sausage, mash and baked beans for dinner. And Ian wants me to make some tomato soup, which is so easy, really, really simple. So I can do all that at the same time. So not a problem. And yeah, I'm going to wash my hair tonight as well. I know I keep saying this, but it really does need doing now. Oh, you probably didn't need to know that, but you do now. I haven't started the cross stitch yet. I was thinking of starting that this afternoon, but this afternoon has just run away with me and I've repaired my Alpine Bloom. So I'm just glad that's one thing off of the list. Because I was going to wear it to the Waltham Abbey Wool Show, and I put it on and it looked really nice, but it just didn't fit me that well. So yeah, in future I will be doing raglan tops, I think. Jumpers not so much. Jumpers are not too bad because they're a bit more baggier. So yeah. Right, I'm going to go do these few bits. I'll be back with you probably tomorrow now if there's nothing else for tonight. We're just going to chill until Zoom, and then yeah, that's it. So let's get this stuff done and I shall see you in a bit. Well, hello, it is Sunday. I normally end my vlog on a Friday, but this week has been a little bit different, or should I say very different. Yes, I'm in my pyjamas, my lounging pyjamas, so you'll have to excuse that. But I've had a little bit of crafty time this week, but I just haven't had time to pick up the camera and film anything. I think the last thing I filmed was on Tuesday, maybe. And then on Wednesday, did I film anything Wednesday morning? I may have done, because I was going to... Oh, it's pouring down. I could hear a noise. I'm in the bedroom. Yeah, I was going to Smith's to get Mikey's birthday present. And yeah, so I got that. Picked up some tyres for Ian. And then my mum and dad arrived, and they came straight here and spent sort of the evening, like late afternoon, evening here, because Casey was working. And then on Thursday we went and got something to eat. Thursday was actually Mikey's birthday. We went to get pie mash and then picked up the boys from school, gave Mikey his presents, and then on Friday, I keep forgetting what's happened because so much has happened. On Friday, we went to see my Uncle David, and yeah, we went to see my Uncle David and we went to the cafe. There was me, my mum and dad, Ian was at work, but there was my Uncle David, my Uncle Peter, and my Uncle Peter's girlfriend, and my Uncle Peter's daughter, my cousin. So there were 7 of us. It was really lovely, and I haven't seen my cousin for a couple of years, so that was nice to see her and see my uncle's girlfriend and stuff. They were the ones that went over to my mum's at Christmas. But anyway, so that happened, and then we went to Lakeside after that. My mum and dad wanted to pick up some air tags. So they've got air tags, and a couple of them had stopped working or something. So anyway, they wanted to replace some of them. So we went to Lakeside. We went to Marks and Spencer's Cafe and got a coffee and stuff. And then we went to leave Lakeside, and the traffic was horrendous. Yeah, we was just stuck in traffic. It felt like it was over an hour. It took, so normally from Lakeside to here, because that's where we was coming back, it normally takes about half an hour, 35 minutes. I think it took us an hour and 20 minutes to get home. So yeah, it was horrible. And that was Friday. Then yesterday, me and Ian went to Slim World. I put on quite a bit. Ian lost, but I put on quite a bit. I knew that was going to happen because obviously going out eating and whatnot. And then me, my mum and my sister went bingo in the afternoon. My dad went up to the West End and had a walk around the West End. Ian was at the garage. And then we come back here, spent the afternoon and the afternoon, evening here. We got dinner, and then today we went to Saffron Street. It's like an Indian cuisine place. The food is so good. We did that, and then we came back here, and me and Ian have just chilled this evening. It's been really nice. But I have been knitting, and then tomorrow we are going. Well, I'm going. Me, my mum, my dad, and my sister are going for afternoon tea tomorrow because it is actually my mum's birthday tomorrow. So yeah, and then on Tuesday, my mum and dad are going back home, and my sister and the boys are going back with them, and they're coming back the day before we go. So it's just all go at the minute, and it's like, I am so tired. There's so much going on. I'm so full up with food. It just feels like I've eaten so much. But yeah, it's been such a lovely time. I've really enjoyed it. I've had some crafty time in between, so I thought I would quickly show you what I've been up to. So this week, on Monday, the dice chose the Venomous Cowl, and it chose for me to pick a new cross stitch to cast on. So the Venomous Cowl, you would have seen this on Tuesday, I think. I can't really remember, but I have finished the Venomous Cowl, which I am so happy with. And this is literally all I had left of a 50-gram ball. And I was playing Yarn Chicken, and I won. This has literally just come off the needles. I was going to film a little bit earlier on, and then I thought, no, I want to get this finished so I can show a finished object. So this is gonna be the last clip of this vlog. I'm gonna get this edited and uploaded for usual time tomorrow, fingers crossed, and then I will start a new vlog tomorrow. Roll the dice and whatever. So I am super happy with this. Look how amazing this is. This is the Venomous Cowl by it is Telly Bean Knits. I've had this pattern in my library for I can't remember how long, and I wanted to match the colours to what the pattern is because that's what drew me to it originally. I have used my grey cone, which is never ending. There's still so much left. And I used the lovely yarn Mandy sent me just before Christmas. And I only used a 50-gram ball, so I have still got 50 grams left over. Knit it to pattern, other than I cheated a little bit. So I did the bottom rib 1 row shorter because I knew I was going to run out. I knew I was going to be playing yarn chicken, and I didn't want to break into the next ball just to add the bind off round. So yeah, that is my little cheat for this. It does go over my head. I have tried it. I'm not sure if it goes over my head with my glasses. I have got a hair clip in as well, so that probably doesn't help. Let me take the clip out a second. So it does go over my head with my glasses. Now, the thing that I find with these cows is they don't really fit a bigger person very well. Bearing in mind this hasn't been blocked or anything. Let's bring you down a bit. I have to excuse my hair now. So this is what it's going to look like, but what I'm planning on doing is rolling this right up inside, like so, even if I do it a little bit more. So then this bit here is more on show. I'm hoping that when I block this out a bit, it's not going to roll as much, but to be honest, the Halloween one that I did rolled up as well, so yeah. It is rolling anyway, so with blocking hopefully it will help it, but I just think it looks so effective. I love this middle part here. That is, I think that's my favourite bit. So you got like 2 bits here. Yeah, I just really like it. Now I've got to try and get it off. And I've got earrings in and everything. So yeah, I can't believe I've cast off a project. So that is another one off of my whip list. I've left my list in the other room on my phone, but it doesn't matter. I need to weave in my ends, so I'm going to do that. But that is another cast off. I absolutely love it. I'm so happy with it. That's that. I did work a little bit the other night on my socks. I'm not in no rush really to knit socks, to be honest. I'm not entering any of the knit alongs that are going on, just because I'm just picking them up as and when I feel like it. I'm not pressurising myself. So I did start these New Year's Eve, and I have got this much of the first sock, so just knitting it as and when. When I went bingo, I did take my Musselburgh with me and probably put in, I don't know, 5 to 10 rounds, not a lot. There's not much to see basically. This yarn is Snuggly Stars yarn, and it was a sock set called Toasted Marshmallow. Sorry about the light. I've got the lamp behind me and it's like a yellowy light. So yeah, that is my sock. And the last thing that I wanted to show you is my cross stitch. Now, I started the skull cross stitch that I said I was going to start on the 25 count fabric. This is the skull. I have got this from I'm not sure what magazine it is. I've got it off of Readly, and I just screenshot the picture and the pattern, the chart, sorry. So this is still in a hoop because, whoops, oh, I've just chopped that across the room. I'll get it in a second. One of the thingies here. So I did start this. I've had to roll up all of the material because it is massive, this material, but I don't want to cut it until I've got most of the outer part in. I don't want to end up with something that I have to squeeze in a frame, or this is originally in a cushion on the picture. I don't know whether you'll be able to see very well. The picture is not brilliant, to be honest. It's quite a crap picture. The actual design looks okay, but you can't see the background. Anyway, this is how far I've got. I might do a little bit on this tonight, but then roll the dice tomorrow. So I did kit this up with my own colours. So this bit here is probably a little bit dark compared to the pattern. I've got in all of the eyes. I need to do all the back stitching in the eyes and stuff. This is all like a creamy colour here, and I did start here. I don't know how well you'll see that. Maybe here. I did start putting in the white, and I was really having trouble trying to see the white on this material. So what I thought I would do is do all of the skull and then see if I really needed to stitch the white. If I don't, I won't, and if I do, I've just got to do infill basically. So yeah, it's been symmetrical so far. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say, but I have really enjoyed it. I've got this little bit here to carry on and do to match the other side, like this bit here, the creamy, I think it's this colour here. Yeah, so I'll do that. And I can't wait to get into the flowers and get a bit of colour into it. It looks really strange at the moment. This is going to take ages, but I'm not that fussed. And then tonight I will take it out of this hoop so I don't keep it in the hoop while I'm not working on it. My dice is still a 4-sided dice. I've only got 3 projects on that. I've got Malta, the sunflower, the skull, and the 4th one is new. I'm going to keep that as new, and even if I start all of these things, they're not going to take up as much room as knitting. So, and I have just finished 2 projects. Now the other thing that I want to mention is, I was sat there earlier on and I still haven't looked, to be honest. I'm sure I started a rocket tee with the yarn that was my V-back tee, the Wiku yarn, and that is not on my list. I'm sure that is not on my list. Like I said, I haven't got my list here, so that might have to go in one of the slots, and if it does, that's fine, not a problem. What else have I got to say? Not much really. Like I said, even though I got this done, it wasn't a lot of knitting, and I think because it was colour work, it didn't feel like it took as long because I was just concentrating on one row at a time. Really simple colour work. My floats on the inside are, I did leave them a bit longer this time. I couldn't be bothered to catch my floats as much. But they're okay. I don't think, like, once it's blocked, I don't think I'm going to catch on much other than maybe here. You can see it's a lot darker there on that bit, but that is the start of this bit right here. So yeah, I really like knitting these cows, but they just, I don't know, I just can't get them to sit very well. But I really, really wanted this no matter what, so yeah, that's that. I have taken my nails off. So I didn't have paint on them for a couple of weeks. I don't know if no one probably noticed, but I took the varnish off, and I had no paint on the acrylics for a little while, and then I decided to take them off because I lost 2. Then they were getting a bit grotty and not didn't look very nice, so I took them off, and I have just painted my own nails this really light pink. Like, this one went a bit wrong, so I might just keep my own nails for a little while, and see if I can get them to grow and just gel my own nails for a bit. I might do that actually. The problem is I'm a nail biter, so I will sit there and I will nibble if I get distracted or bored or whatever. I do bite my nails. Having the gel on does help, or a nail varnish does help, but as soon as I chip one or there's something I can pick at, it's all over. I will just pick and pick and pick. I'm terrible, but there we go. Next week, yeah, I'm going to roll the dice tomorrow in the morning. Ian's on nights next week, so I'm going to roll the dice, see what whip that pulls, see what cross stitch it picks out as well. I do want to have a look at the sunflower, and see if that is one that I can take away, and because it's really small, it's in a box. I don't think I'm going to need a frame, but I do have a really small Q-snap frame if it fits. I don't think it will, but I'll have a look. I also have a very small hoop that I got from a kit I could possibly use, but it depends on how thick the fabric is. I'm not 100% sure. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think this one might be a bit much shorter than the rest. Yeah, so I just wanted to come on and make sure that I get this finished so that I can edit, upload, and it might not be ready first thing in the morning. That all depends on whether I edit tonight or tomorrow morning. It may be tomorrow morning that I edit actually, and then that way I can do my cross stitching tonight. So yeah, that's everything for now. Next week will be normal-ish. I will finish the vlog on Friday. And then the week after, we are actually going away. So I will decide on what whips to take with me and what projects. I'll be packing. There'll probably be a bit going on at the end of the week. And yeah, so one more week of it being just normal-ish. So anyway, that is it for this vlog. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, and another thing that I wanted to mention is that I'm not apologising if you watch Nancy or Mandy from Elsie's Makes, Nancy from Kitty Scrapper. I'm not sorry. I am not sorry for dragging you down this. It's not even a hole anymore. We're calling it a cult. I'm not sorry for dragging you into this cult. I can't wait to see everyone's cross stitch and progress and stuff. And Mandy did show one and I was like, oh, I can't wait to see it. And she was like, it won't be finished for years. I was like, no, I just can't wait to see the first stitch in the material. That's it. That's all I'm worried about at the moment. I've been watching lots of FlossTube, and people take years to do a cross stitch. So I know things are not going to be done that quick, and that's fine. It's all... I've become to find that I'm enjoying the process. Even though I want the end result, I'm enjoying the process. So I'm enjoying the knitting, the crochet, the cross stitching, the whatever of that item. That's the whole reason we have the hobby we have, is because we enjoy the knitting and stuff. It's not just all about the end product. I can't remember if I showed you that I finished my sea glass tea, and I finished the neck. I think I've got a picture. If I haven't put it in the vlog, I will put a picture up. I can't remember. If not, once I'm editing this, I will remember, and then I will show it in next week's, because I'm not digging it out now. Anyway, I'm really going now. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you all in next week's video. Bye guys.